So my buddy who tried skiing, the motorcyclist, gamer, smart fella, about most things, many things. Point was, he had a horrible time skiing because it was crowded. Well, then go on a different day. He's a motorcyclist, a former pilot. You should enjoy skiing. What the heck? Who doesn't?
So over the course of my lifetime of, 50, 60 years, no, 50 years, something like that, skiing does that too. I've seen the evolution of not only the skiing sport, but also the expansion of the sport, not only skiing, but snowboarding, teleskiing, and, the backcountry AT skiing. So, there's been quite an evolution. So, my thought was, my parents were skiers. So basically I grew up, as soon as I could walk, I was on skis. And so that was the old days where it was the leather boots and bear trap bindings.
You had to carry your skis and your boots all the way to the slope. No, you wore your boots to the slope. And that was a long walk. And Charles was a little kid. I learned to really ski in New Hampshire. I went to so many different places. And I didn't even know about the gates, red, blue. I didn't know anything. And Charles talks me into it. And then I got scolded because he could have beat these guys if I hadn't been so pokey. So that was my first try. And then there was a beer thing that I liked doing, and that was fun.
How would that work?
Well, the trophy was a beer can.
Approaching a railroad crossing.
Thank you for that information. Ski movies worth seeing. One of my favorite ski films is a documentary called Steep. Steep. Like what you do with tea. So that's a good movie. An excellent film. Beautiful film. It's just well put together, great imagery, and incredible content. One of my favorite ski films is Downhill Racer. It's a good one, well worth seeing. Robert Redford, Gene Hackman, released approximately 1969. A lot of World Cup ski footage or Olympic ski footage included in the film. Actors aren't downhill racers, but the actors did do, a little bit of their own skiing. A good ski movie, and I put the emphasis on ski there rather than movie, is Snow Job, early 70s, Jean-Claude Keely. Okay, he's not much of an actor, but this is a skiing film, and it's a heist movie. So come on, how can it go wrong? It's a skiing movie and a heist movie rolled into one. I don't want to tell you what happens, but there's some really good footage in it, let me tell you. Okay. My favorite French ski film is a comedy from the late 70s. That French ski comedy is called Les Bronzés Font du Ski. It's a comedy, and it's a ski movie. C'est tout en français, bien sûr, avec les sous-titres. There's some humor in it, as intended. I like it when comedies are funny. I cannot stand comedies that lack that humor thing. Apart from ski movies, there are movies with skiing in it. Okay, there's like that Hitchcock movie. Insert name of Hitchcock movie here. The first James Bond movie with skiing was 1969's, and please correct me if I'm wrong, on Her Majesty's Secret Service. The only Bond movie where George Lazenby played 007, or 007 as I prefer to call him. But I digress. Incredible stuff in it. Incredible stuff like step-in bindings. Hello, step-in bindings. That was kind of fancy. What else? Skiing on one ski. James Bond gets one of his skis shot right off his foot because the bad guy shot off one of the skis. Of course, you got to ski on one ski. And if you're James Bond, you can ski better on one ski than bad guys can on two. Another Bond movie, maybe The Spy Who Loved Me. And it was the opening crazy stunt scene where Bond appears to, well, doesn't appear to, he skis off a cliff, and then, oh my God, he skied off a cliff, and it's like, it's not like hucking a cliff. He's skied off the cliff, you know, it's like 1,000 feet down, and then he opens a Union Jack parachute. Kind of cool. The stunt was done by, is it Rick Sylvester? Something Sylvester, I believe. He was the first guy to base jump off of El Capitan on skis in, I think, the early or mid-70s. At the time, he was like the only person in the world to do that kind of crazy stuff. But I should have stayed in southern Vermont. That's where the snow was recently. All 2 to 3 inches of it. Hey, it's the East. What do you expect? Don't get me going about climate change. If it wasn't for the artificial snow, they wouldn't have enough up here. Thank goodness for technology. Comes in handy making snow when Mother Nature has been abused by humankind. And the results are less skiing. How it affects skiing is definitely on the short list of tragic consequences of global warming. Global warming is no joke. It's going to affect alpine and Nordic skiing for decades or generations to come. Maybe just make skiing as we know it impossible. Everyone will have to get into turf skiing. And that's no fun. I've been there, done it. Turf skiing hurts when you fall. And don't make me feel bad about my carbon footprint. It's yours I'm worried about. Motto for the East. You know how ski the East is a thing? I am all for that. I say ski the East when there is snow there. Simple. Because of weather, I'm gonna go over here. Ski this area. Around here. It's gonna be awesome. Well, my trusty van is temporarily lifeless. Oh, it's getting chilly too.